Tina. Tonight I'm making mashed potatoes because I'm going to make a shepherd's pie, and we use mashed potatoes to cover the top of the shepherd's pie. Now I'm going to tell you a secret. I don't just make regular mashed potatoes, and I've discovered that my version of mashed potatoes is actually called Scottish Clapshot. Who knew it had a name? Anyway, I don't just make regular mashed potatoes because, let's face it, I'm Tina Turner and I don't do anything just regular. So I start off with about a pound and a half of potatoes, and I peel them, but I don't just peel all of them. I leave a little bit of skin because I like a little bit of skin in my mashed potatoes. And you don't have to. If you want to take all the skin off, you can. But skin has nutrients, and so even when I'm making mashed potatoes, I like to leave a little bit in there. And I'm just going to cut them in half to make them a little smaller, and I'm putting them in the Instant Pot. I've got a cup of water in my Instant Pot. Just going to cut them up a little bit smaller so that they're easier to mash when they come out. And there's actually 8 potatoes here, and they range from small to medium, and just make however much you need for your family. And if you have a very small family, there's nothing wrong with leftovers. And then we'll get to my secret ingredient, which is what actually makes this Scottish Clapshot instead of just mashed potatoes. And as I get rid of my potatoes on the cutting board, I'm sure you can see what it is. Turnips. That's right, turnips. Turnips, when you make them in the mash, just makes it really rich and creamy. And let's face it, we need all the nutrients we can get. So if we add a few things to a regular dish, the more vegetables we add, the more nutrients we will add. There we go. So if you can see, that's about half of the Instant Pot, right? And this is 6 quarts, so about 3 quarts. Okay, and then we're going to put the lid on, and I'm going to cook these manual, which is high pressure if you don't have this version of the Instant Pot, for 12 minutes. And that'll get them nice and soft. Then I'll come back and show you the next step. All right, our pressure is released, and I've opened her up. And I'm going to attempt, cross your fingers, to pour out a little bit of the water without losing my taters. Don't have to get all of it out, but I'd like some of it in. I apologize for you getting the shot of my elbow there. Okay, we've got most of it out there. Okay, don't they look lovely? We'll do the rest of it here. So, you're going to need a good potato masher, or a really big fork if you haven't got one. This is the rest of the ingredients. So what I've got here is 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. If you don't want your mash to taste like cheese, to have that cheesy flavor that nutritional yeast gives you, you don't have to add that. But I like it, and so that's what I put in. Okay, 1/4 cup nutritional yeast. That is 2 tablespoons of chives, and those are dried. Then I've got 1 tablespoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of, 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, and then 1 teaspoon of whatever your salt substitute is that you want to use. And this is the one I'm using today. It kind of looks like salt. It doesn't completely taste like salt, but it's got a salty flavor. And we're just going to put those in so that as I'm mashing, all of my spices will just get mixed around in there. And just pull out some mussels. And if you feel that your mix is a little dry, what you can do is add a little bit of your plant-based milk, which would be soy or almond or coconut, whatever you use. And I use soy when I use it. And what those turnips do is just make it really nice and creamy without having to use the plant-based milk. And that's why I started adding them to my mashed potatoes. There. Now I like to add a little bit of my corn butter. And you don't have to if you don't want to, but showing you how I make it. And that's just one of my big kitchen spoons. And I just mix that around. I'll show you that consistency there. There we are. Doesn't that look nice? See how creamy those came out without having to add any of the plant milk? Very nice. So I'm going to use these as the topping of my shepherd's pie, but you can use them as a side dish if you like. If you like my recipes, be sure and like and share. And if you missed the announcement, I'm going to be making an ebook because everyone's asking for the recipes written down. So I'm going to create an ebook, keep the price really, really low, and I'm going to do them in small volumes, probably 15 recipes or so in each volume. So you can buy just the ones you want. So let me know what recipes you'd like in the first volume. Have a great day, guys.